Yo, what is up, Raidernation? It's your boy Samora back at it again with another pre-game preview. And in this week's matchup, we got the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, it's going to be at Allegiant Stadium. We finally come back and we are sitting nice and pretty because we're coming off of a W against the Denver Donkeys. It's good to get back into the win column, but, you know, with John Gruden behind us, we got to move forward with our new head coach, Bill Goldberg. But this is going to be the last game before we hit our bye week next week on Halloween, and it would be really nice to go into that bye week 5-2. But before I get started with your pre-game preview, if you're going to be in the Las Vegas area this weekend, whether you're going to be there for EDC, for the Raiders, for any concerts, whatever it is in Las Vegas, and you're not going to go to the stadium and watch the game, then head over to Red Tail at Resorts World. The Black Hole is actually throwing together a watch party / pre-game party, so you guys do not want to miss it. If you guys do want to go, man, make sure you guys go get your tickets at theBlackHoleEvents.com. Tickets are selling out pretty fast, and if you guys want 10% off of your tickets, then use promo code Samoan just to get that discount. Now, with all of that aside, let's get started with the video.
And you tell them one thing: just win, baby.
Y'all already know the deal, Raider Nation. We cannot start any pregame preview without giving you guys some Nation news that you can use. Tight end Nick Bowers will be out in this week's game. Undrafted free agent tight end Matt Bushman is expected to play in this week's game. The Raiders have also placed safety Roderick Teamer on the IR. He will be eligible to return week 11 versus the Bengals. Now, the Raiders' newest DB, Desmond Trufant, who they just picked up this past week, will be active in this week's matchup versus the Eagles and will be rocking the number 10. And as far as the Eagles, safety Anthony Harris and guard Jack Anderson are both questionable for this week's game. Man, it's good to see that our Raiders are finally back in the win column as they prepare to go toe-to-toe with the Philadelphia Eagles this weekend at Allegiant Stadium, aka the Death Star. With the Gruden era behind us and Bisaccia taking over, it seems as if our team is in a better place. But we will see if they can keep that same momentum going into this week's matchup. Greg Olsen finally took over play calling duties with the help of Derek Carr on the field, and it seems to have worked tremendously as Carr was able to throw for 341 yards, 2 touchdowns, and had a QB rating of 134.4. With the Eagles' pass defense struggling a bit, DC should be able to handle business. Gus Bradley and his defense also took care of business last week with 5 sacks, 3 interceptions, and 1 forced fumble. As for the Eagles, they are coming into town expecting to leave with a win. Led by their second-year QB, Jalen Hurts, he should be able to make some plays, especially with his new rookie receiver, Devonta Smith. Hopefully, not too many plays. But one big thing I will be looking out for is seeing if the Eagles will utilize Miles Sanders this week or not. Honestly, if they were smart enough, they would find a way to give him the rock, knowing how much we struggle against the run. Even though we sit at 4-2 and the Eagles are coming in at 2-4, we should not take them lightly. It's any given Sunday and every game is a must-win game. So just like last week, I want to see our Raiders be aggressive from start to finish and take that sole spot atop of the AFC West and go 5-2 heading into the bye week. Al Davis said it best: just win, baby.
Knock on wood if you have that message, please. And we're here to help you.
Now for my matchup of the game, I got Henry Ruggs III versus Darius Slay. Ruggs has slowly turned into our wide receiver 1 this year, already coming down with 445 yards and 2 touchdowns, but this week, he might have his hands full going up against big play Slay. So far this season, Slay has kept receivers in check. Well, at least the ones lined up across from him, with 2 interceptions and 3 pass deflections. So it'll be interesting to see how this matchup will unfold. I know Ruggs might not be the only receiver that Slay will be covering, but for the most part, they will be lined up against each other quite a lot throughout the game. Against most corners, Ruggs will be able to beat him in a foot race and get behind with ease. With Slay, it might be a bit of a challenge considering he's one of the fastest corners in the NFL, running a 4.3 40, but it's still possible. All it takes is just one play for Henry Ruggs to catch Darius Slay slipping. Now I know I could be a little bit biased here, but I could definitely see Henry Ruggs at least torch Slay for one huge catch, and hopefully one of those catches can be for a touchdown.
I got the keys now.
Now I got 3 keys to the game. The first key to victory is containing Jalen Hurts. Now I know Jalen Hurts is a dual threat quarterback. He's a guy that could get the job done in the air or with his legs. And we do not want to give this guy second chances out there. If we get to this guy early and get to him, you know, with the first contact that we do have on him, not letting him slip out of the pocket, then we'll be in good hands. Jalen Hurts already this season has 300 rushing yards with 5 touchdowns on the ground. So this defense has got to contain him. Mad Max Crosby, Yannick Ngakoue, 2 guys that really showed out these past couple of weeks, has got to get to this guy, especially our interior. We cannot give the Eagles and Jalen Hurts any chance downfield, you know, getting out the pocket, because if we do, it's gonna be a long day for the Raiders and our defense. Of course, just like any other weekend, if we can put that pressure on Jalen Hurts early, then it'll help us out tremendously throughout the game. You've seen this last week's game with Teddy Bridgewater. He is a dual threat quarterback, not as much as Jalen Hurts, but you've seen how much pressure we put on him and how well our defense played as a whole. We had multiple turnovers in that game because we got to the quarterback. So if this defense, like I said before, can contain Jalen Hurts in the pocket and get to him and cause a lot of pressure, then we could definitely come out on top. Now my second key to the game is the most important key throughout this whole season, and that is protecting the CARR. Obviously, you know how timid Derek Carr gets in the pocket when he's not protected out there. But if this offensive line can keep Derek Carr upright and keep him up there, give him enough protection to look out for his receivers, then he can make big plays out there. As you guys can see last week, man, we started that game off with a huge 48-yard touchdown, and that's what happens when you give Derek Carr that time. Throughout that whole game, he only got sacked twice for only 1 yard, which is not really bad compared to the weeks beforehand. Now, Derek Carr in that game threw for 341 yards to 8 different receivers and 2 total touchdowns, which is the Derek Carr I've grown to love. So hopefully our offensive line can keep that same energy going into this weekend's matchup against the Philadelphia Eagles. Heck, you look at last week's game, you've seen how well Derek Carr played. He was tearing up that Denver Broncos defense, and it helps that he has the key to the whole offense, and the fact that he has the freedom to go out there and call any audibles that he sees on the field just helps out this team that much more. So maybe it is a good thing that John Gruden's not out there calling plays anymore. Who knows? Now for my third and last key to this week's game is be aggressive. I told you guys in last week's matchup that we needed to be aggressive, start off strong from start to finish, and that's what we did. So hopefully they could take that and bring it into this week's matchup against the Philadelphia Eagles. We need to go out there and start off strong, be aggressive from start to finish, get that lead early. I just want to see us play a full game out there and not be passive or conservative with our play calling. It doesn't matter if we're up by 3, up by 7, up by 25. Heck, I still want to see our Raiders go out there and keep our foot on the gas. I loved how aggressive we were on the offensive side of the ball, running the ball, passing the ball. Heck, Derek Carr, like I said before, was out there calling audibles, changing up the offense as he sees fit. And heck, we got other people involved in this game. Kenyon Drake was out there catching the ball, running the ball. He had a score on both sides of the ball, which is great to see. And just seeing how aggressive we were in that first drive, just throwing a 48-yard touchdown to Henry Ruggs to end off that drive, that was something I really love seeing, especially on the offensive side of the ball. You guys already know the deal. On the defensive side of the ball, Gus Bradley gonna get them guys right, and that's what we did last week. So in all 3 aspects of the game, I want to see our Raiders go out there and be aggressive from start to finish, and that's definitely what we need to do if we want to go into the bye week 5-2. So with that being said, Raider Nation, let me know what you guys think about this week's game. What are you guys looking forward to? Let me know your game score prediction for this week's matchup versus the Philadelphia Eagles down in the comments below. All right, Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys today on this pre-game preview. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash that like button. If this is the first time you're coming across my channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders, then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. Until the next video, this is your boy Small Raider, and your boy is yeah.
And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.